what is a podcast, Regina? I felt a bit weird when I asked her about it because it seemed to be something that I was missing. And she explained to me what it was, gave me some good recommendation, and I started to listen to podcast. And that day we were sitting in this very cute restaurant that was our kind of our headquarters somehow, where we were both working on our own companies. And yeah, it was a very special day where Regina had prepared a website, working on it for quite some time already. And we had done a lot of test recording together. And this was actually a very difficult exercise, I guess, for both of us. And yeah, it was about time to decide on pushing that button and actually launching. And this was very difficult, obviously, because Regina wanted it to be perfect, of course. And it was at this level already. But yeah, a little bit of stress there. And then finally she pressed launch. I was so proud of her that this journey of like going from an idea to actually concretely launching her project, like her baby. Yeah, her second baby. Guess what? She has a few more now. But I'm so proud of you, Regina, of what you've done and how much you also opened this amazing opportunity around you to a lot of people that didn't know about this kind of format.
You just heard the voice of my dear friend Celia. She was the one that encouraged me to finally publish the first episode of #Impact, a podcast about stuff that matters. This was exactly 5 years ago. I remember those first recordings as if it was yesterday. Every time there was just something going wrong with the tech setup. It was hilarious at times. And I found some of these recordings because, well, we were already rolling while I was trying to nervously set up the mic with my guest sitting just across from me. I am Regina Larco, your host and the first voice of #Impact. You are about to hear the voices that kept #Impact going and growing over the years. And we start with the person that has probably heard most about the ups and downs of the journey. My husband, Peter. His good wishes for our #Impact team are followed by the many comments from our beautiful community, our co-hosts, our collaborators and team members across the globe, our brilliant guests, the talented podcasting students that I have the privilege working with, and you, our precious listener. I am so grateful for every single challenge and milestone along the way. Most recently, I launched my first audiobook on how to start podcasting with ease. You can take a peek inside at #impact.com/book. But first, listen to all the birthday wishes that reached us. Kick it off, Peter. I'm still trying to convince him to start his own podcast because, I mean, how gorgeous is his voice? I know, as his wife, I am biased, of course, but, well, hear for yourself.
Hi guys, Peter here. I'm pretty sure someone's going to have an opinion on the audio quality of this message because I'm using my phone, but I just wanted to say happy anniversary, #Impact. I can't believe it's been 5 years. I've been fortunate enough to have followed it for more than 5 years, actually, from the very first idea to this incredible operation it is today. And it's amazing what you guys have achieved, how much impact you've had over these past years. I'm very proud of Regina, of course, and I like to think that even I had a small part in all those achievements. So for now, I suggest that you take a short break, you pop the nicest bottle of champagne that you can find, and you celebrate all of those achievements, and maybe also cheer to all the amazing accomplishments that are yet to come in the next few years. You guys rock.
Happy birthday, #Impact. I've had the great pleasure of being involved with Hashtag Impact from way back in the beginning, and it's been so exciting to watch it grow and evolve over the last 5 years. Congratulations, Regina. You've done an amazing job shining the light on really, really deserving social entrepreneurs from Hong Kong, Asia, and beyond. It's been a privilege to be involved, and I've had the pleasure of guest hosting a few episodes, which was really meaningful for me, just to learn all about podcasting from Regina, to learn how to edit and play around with sound and not to be afraid of my own voice. I think that was a big thing for me in recording my early episodes. One memorable episode for me is episode 53, which was with Sky Sue, who's the head of Kelly Support Group. So that was the beginning of our involvement with Sky and the fabulous organization that is Kelly Support Group. You know, a youth charity really run by the beneficiaries. You know, they're making the decisions as to the services that they themselves need. It's a great organization, and we've had the pleasure of staying involved with them. They were our charity partner, and they've gone on to record some of their own podcast episodes. So it was really great to be involved in that very first link up between Kelly Group and Hashtag Impact Podcast. Happy birthday again, and Regina, good luck for the next 5 years of making amazing impact. All the best from Australia.
Hi, my name is Belinda Esterhammer, and I'm a co-host for Hashtag Impact. My favorite memory, or one of my many favorite memories from the past few years with Hashtag Impact, was last year in 2021 when we recorded the live Happy Birthday Hashtag Impact session. And when we were done with the recording, Regina and I, we were still chit-chatting and wondering how we can upload the episode or save it. And at the end of the day, we discovered that we were both still on live while we were wondering and chit-chatting. And I think that just also encompasses really what Hashtag Impact is about being vulnerable, testing things out, and also really showing how human everything and everybody is. That's also why I always really, really respect Regina and her work, and how she shows also the behind the scenes of really recording a podcast, or behind the scenes of also these impact businesses and these impact change makers that she interviews, and that not everything is and has to be always perfect.
生日快樂 Hashtag Impact. Happy birthday Hashtag Impact. I can't believe it's been 5 years, and it's just such an incredible journey. I'm so lucky to be a part of this team, and congratulations, Regina. This is amazing. I'm really fortunate to have been a part of so many conversations for social and environmental change. And I think some of my memorable moments include that first time I sat down with Lynn in Cambodia, and Regina just said, just start recording, Carol. And I never knew I could produce a podcast episode. And then even a second one about North Korean refugees with over 1,000 people listening. I think you all are so incredible. And really make this Hashtag Impact community more than just conversations, but actions as well. And I appreciate this platform Regina has built for us to tell our stories, and even for me to talk about my story of belonging and being a part of the Asian American Podcasters Asian Podcast Festival. So I've had so many wonderful moments, not only just in terms of the production, but with Regina and the team of incredible women as well. And I think my favorite episode, I'm a little bit biased. I love season 4, but that's also because that's when I joined the team. But I think also learning about these founders who are dedicating their time and energy and lives to making a difference is truly inspiring. So my favorite episode would be with Dr. Jamie Chu about providing mental health support for Hong Kong's youth. I was just deeply inspired by her personal story and how she wants to provide these resources for Hong Kong's youth, and utilizing technology to do so. And I think the youth and young people are the future. And it is so important for us to nurture the next generation. And they're faced with so many challenges that I can't even imagine, like COVID or the economy and all these things. But at the same time, I think that episode gives hope. And I think that's why it's my favorite. So happy birthday, #Impact. Cheers to even more years to come, and congratulations, Regina.
Hi, I'm Joanne Liu, and I help out as a community associate with the #Impact podcast. And honestly, for me, my greatest moment and my favorite part about being a part of this podcast is really meeting the people and also having amazing conversations with the other members of the team, and also Regina herself, who inspires me so much. And I have learned so much and grown so much from this process just by helping out with the social media and just doing a small part in this incredible operation and this podcast that really takes a whole community to bring together.
Hi, Regina. It's Aisha coming in from Bali, having had the experience of hosting, 2 guest episodes now for #Impact, and especially for season 5, which is the SDG season. Really love the experience, and you were so lucky to have such an amazing team around you. I've really enjoyed getting to know the other guest hosts of #Impact. And my favorite experience would actually be meeting the team. Well, not in person because COVID, but just getting to know everyone. And even though we've actually not really met in person, we've managed to work seamlessly, and I've really felt supported by the team. So my favorite episode of season 5 would be really hard one to pick, actually. To be honest, it feels unfair having a favorite. All of the season 5 episodes and guests have really kind of stepped it up because the topics are so deserving and just so significant in terms of what they cover. So I would say that season 5 is my favorite out of all the seasons that #Impact has done. Happy anniversary for the 5th year. Take care. Bye.
Happy birthday, #Impact. Hey, it's Rika. I'm so happy to be part of the team. I recently joined late last year, and it's an honor to be in a company that has a purpose and working with people that's making an impact. What I love about Regina's work and #Impact is that it's a purpose-driven community. It showcases inspiring stories from real people and change makers. And that's through her podcast. It gives a message out to the world and to its listeners that we too can make an impact in our own little way. So thank you so much, Regina. It's inspiring to see that your vision from 5 years ago has truly made an impact to a lot of people. I'm very excited for the next chapter for you and for the whole team. Congratulations again on your 5th year.
Hello, #Impact. Hello, Regina. This is Marlene from Zurich. I'm sending you a huge congratulations on your 5-year anniversary of #Impact. I still can't believe it's been around for 5 years already. It's incredible how you've built this business from scratch, from just quotation marks, a passion to, like a really lucrative business that's been connecting and empowering people from all over the world, not only in Hong Kong. I'm sending you the best of luck and a lot of success for the upcoming future and the big changes that are ahead. And I'm proud to be watching as a friend. And I'm very, very proud. Big kiss.
Congratulations, #Impact podcast. 5 years already. I remember so well when we celebrated the first year at Eaton House, blowing out a candle, doing a live recording, and wow, look at how far the podcast has come, how the founder Regina has come. I will never forget the very first live podcast we did at Eaton House with Christina Dean. And I remember sitting in the audience thinking, wow, there is just so much stuff that matters. So many voices that should be heard, so many individuals that needs to be heard and spread. And that's exactly what Hashtag Impact Podcast is doing with every single episode. And it's just inspiring me to do more good myself and get to know more about all these causes and all this stuff that really matters. So keep up the amazing work, and I can't wait to follow you for the next 5 years.
Wow, Hashtag Impact turns 5. Congratulations, guys. Happy birthday. You are awesome, all of you, doing a great job on the podcast and getting those voices out there. It's been amazing to see you grow, and I was there at the very beginning and I'll be there at the very end. Let's hope it never ends. Happy birthday. Bye.
This is Watson Jordan. I live in the United States. What I love about Hashtag Impact is really what I love about Regina. I love her infectious, good-humored enthusiasm that she just almost cannot contain. I love her beautiful red lipstick and her flashing eyes. I love the way she listens so intently to the answer from each guest. I love how she thinks about having an impact, supporting people that having an impact. As an Audible learner, I so appreciate her devotion to learning audibly, to listening, to asking better questions. And I'm so grateful that she put together a course so that I could make my own podcast. But at the end, I just love that so much of Hashtag Impact is so much of Regina. I love the dancing. I love the funny moments. I love the insight and the bravery. I love more now because of Hashtag Impact.
Hi, Regina. It is amazing that you have completed 5 years as a podcaster. It's been an honor working with you, and I am so proud to have been able to have had amazing experiences with you, especially the Hong Kong International Literary Festival. And I have to say, one of the things I took away from that was your responsiveness and how interested and actively listening you were. And now I can see why you have such a successful and amazing and thriving podcast. And I just want to say congratulations, and here is to many, many more years of podcasting and hopefully more collaborations with you. So proud and so honored. Thank you so much for all your dedication to your podcast.
5 years, Regina, 5 years. You honestly were a great help to me in my podcasting journey from the very start. But little did I know, you also helped so many other people in their journey in this, and it's just been amazing to be part of this community you've built over the years. We are so conditioned to stay away from, self-promoting, and it's bad to give yourself a credit. So I love this idea you're doing, bringing all of us together for this very, very special milestone of yours. Congratulations again for 5 years of making impacts in so many ways, and here's to 5 more years.
Hi, Regina. Congratulations on 5 years of Hashtag Impact. That's amazing. You're such a great podcaster, and your show is just making a difference in Hong Kong and around the world. I've absolutely loved working with you for the last 4.5 years of it. Doing podversations, doing Hong Kong Podfest, teaching up at the University of Hong Kong. We've done so much together, and I've absolutely loved it. And here's to another 5 years of you and Hashtag Impact. Congratulations again from Jules Hannaford, from Hong Kong Confidential, and Fool Me Twice.
Hi, Regina, the Queen of Impact. Yay, happy celebration. I'm really glad to be part of this amazing tribe and do my tiny bit Impact with you.
Congratulations, Regina! So thrilled to be celebrating 5 amazing years of #Impact podcast. I still remember the first time I met you at Celia's launch party and how I was already so taken away by your grace and your kindness, your generosity, and your vision for doing good. It's honestly been such a pleasure and honor to witness you grow into the amazing podcast host and mentor and businesswoman that you are today, and you are just such a fantastic role model to all of us out there, and a great reminder that we all have limitless potential in us, and to never underestimate how the seeds that we plant today will grow in the future. Because I'm sure, as you've seen, and so many of us have also seen, is the impact that you've made via your platform, and also just simply being the person that you are, the amazing you, which has really inspired both myself and so many out there to do better in this world. So I'm so excited to see what the next 5 years will bring for #Impact podcast. Please do keep being the incredible you, and it's such an honor to call you my friend, Regina. Happy birthday, #Impact.
Happy birthday, #Impact podcast. Congratulations on 5 wonderful years. So many awesome, incredible episodes. One of my personal favourites was obviously listening to the live and being at the live recording at Eaton House, where we talked with Dr. Christina Dean about the impact of fashion, something you know is incredibly close to my heart. And it was a pleasure to guest speak on that episode.
As I work through your phenomenal podcast workbook and think of you celebrating the 5-year milestone of #Impact, I wanted to share 5 words that come to mind when I think of you, Regina. Generous, genuine, gracious, groundbreaking, and gutsy. Congratulations on your special anniversary, and I'm so excited for you and for the next 5 years in the #Impact journey. Oh, and one more word that comes to mind is grateful. I am truly grateful for what you bring to the world and how you help others shine. From one of your true fans.
I am Rachel Smith from the podcast Hong Kong Stories, and Regina and her #Impact have had a profound influence on me. Not only is Regina the most generous and helpful podcaster, but #Impact has introduced me to so many new and interesting people and places and things that I may never have heard about without it. Because of #Impact, I have learned more about volunteering, wildlife, and how to live a responsible and engaged life in my city of choice. Not only these, but Regina herself is an absolute treasure, supporting her fellow podcasters, encouraging and advising at every stage. Regina embodies what it is to have an impact in her approach to others. Thanks, Regina, for your informative and entertaining podcast, but also for being just an amazing person.
As I am recording this today in my home of 8 years, Hong Kong, where all of my 4 babies were born, my 3 human babies, as well as my #Impact podcast business baby, I feel so much gratitude. There are so many people I have met thanks to this podcast, like the people you heard of today. There's so much I have learned. I have grown so much as a human, but also as a storyteller, educator, communicator, and business owner. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. And feel free to always reach out to me at regina@impact.com. No matter if you're looking to start a podcast or if you just want to say hi and tell me from where you're listening. If you want to join our next podcast live recordings, you can do so at #impact.com/club. And, in the season 1 finale, our brilliant co-host Amanda Williams, she asked me where I think this podcast would be in 5 years' time. And I shared some lofty goals and some funny, quirky stories. But even in my wildest dreams, I could have never anticipated into what it has become. I'm so grateful for the past 5 years and for everything that's ahead. Because really, I feel it's only the beginning. Talk to you soon. Bye.
We've time.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Say
1, 2,
something.
3, 1, 2, 3. I'm talking normally.
I'm gonna start with one question. That's not for our interview yet. It's for my Christmas special.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not supposed to do this, I know. Okay.
What could everyone do right now to make the world a better place?
Smile to everyone they meet on that day.
It's a nice one.
Smiling day, I would say. Yes.
I like that one.
And I've heard very often, if you smile while podcasting or on the phone, or even if you don't see people, then it's just people feel it. So you should smile more.
Feel it. Do you I'm smiling right now.
Right now.
Can you hear that?
Can you hear that? Or can you feel that?
Oh, how nice. I like that. Good. Cut.
Okay, I'm out of breath. But I'm in the mountains. I'll send you a picture in a second. I'm on my run and I have to record this now after I have finally got round to listening to the podcast. Regina, you are a genius. You by far have pulled all that time and energy of an event together in an amazing way. I'm tearing up. I didn't know how to say what matters to me now. I was far too in it to record something. I regret not coming into your booth. And it wasn't about having my voice on the podcast, but just coming to support you on that day with what a phenomenal recording and capture that you created has blown my mind. And obviously people talking about the event was phenomenal to hear, but the one that resonated with me the most was yours. Put your phone down and just be thankful for the time and what you have achieved and that dream that you went for. Be happy with it and don't try and move on to the next thing too quickly. Thank you, Regina, for everything that you did that day and put together in the month after. I hope you come back to every event. I will get you a booth if you just say yes. I'm blown away, Regina. Thank you so much.